Hello to my fellow business leaders. Over the past several years, I have been honored to serve as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. As the Secretary of DHS, I was entrusted with not only keeping our country safe, but also helping the United States become better prepared to respond to and recover from the potential man-made and natural disasters that threaten the security of our communities nearly every day. Although I've rejoined the private sector, I remain passionate in continuing my work to better prepare our nation for any threats that may occur. From the time I served as Chief of the Criminal Division of the Department of Justice to my appointment as Secretary, I have worked diligently to help prevent attacks and better prepare our nation to meet these security challenges. For that reason, I want to take a moment to invite you to an extraordinary event during National Preparedness Month. On September 15, at the Marriott Renaissance Hotel in Washington, D.C., CEOs from around the region will converge at the CEO Summit for the Partners in Preparedness Symposium, hosted by the Homeland Security and Defense Business Council and the American Red Cross of the National Capital Area. Business leaders like you will work with your peers and the esteemed Naval Postgraduate School to walk through an executive decision-making scenario that will explore a resurgence of the swine flu this fall, coupled with a cyber attack that renders traditional teleworking plans useless. The tragic events on September 11, 2001 made clear the fact that all of us need to be more effective in planning, preventing, protecting, and responding to any event that would harm our people or our nation. Since then, those at DHS and across the government have focused an enormous amount of time and effort on changing and building the capacity to fully integrate the response of the government and the private sector. Though it's been 8 years since September 11th, now more than ever it's essential for government and business to remember our collective need to plan and prepare before an event occurs. Private business, like the government, must start with 3 priorities. First, demonstrate a commitment to preparedness in our leadership and reinforce that commitment. Second, establish an effective risk management process that clearly defines threats, vulnerabilities, and impact on business. Third, develop, exercise, and relentlessly maintain continuity and recovery plans that will keep critical business processes running, even if they are part of the nation's critical infrastructure, key resources. The government has worked hard to minimize the risks and impacts of a catastrophic event. I remain committed to continuing these efforts in the private sector and with our business leaders. At DHS, we took an honest assessment of the worst possible threats the nation might face, so as to understand fully the extent of our weaknesses regarding the nation's security. Now I'm asking you to join me to do the same. We must address head-on the possibility of a catastrophic disruption in business. Swine flu, cyber attacks, tornadoes, hurricanes, wildfires, floods, even workplace violence. All can have a tremendous impact on our corporate culture. How we prepare ourselves today will define our success in meeting these challenges in the future. I urge you to join me on September 15 to prepare for the foreseeable and for the unforeseeable threats we may face in the 21st century. Making the survival of your company a priority for one morning will change the way you look at preparedness forever. Thank you for your time. Register today and join me on this important mission.